absolutely protect your peace because you don't want somebody's behavior and somebody's action to disrupt and alter who you be. What's up? Bisi here. This is the Legit Podcast where we talk all things legit. Legit relationships, the legit struggles of life, the legit walk of faith, and the legit you. Yes, for you to show up unapologetically and authentically as you and not who culture or society or somebody be or ask you to be. So this episode is a legit Q&A where I answer the questions. So today's question: what are your views on inconsistent family members and the take of always loving them because they're family? Oh, well, we must always love people, period. As children of God, of people of the faith, we must always love people, period. Romans 13 says, owe no one anything except to love each other, and the one who does this has fulfilled the law. 1 Corinthians 13, love is patient, love is kind, love does not boast, love does not keep records of wrong or right, love is not self-seeking. And so I would say that sometimes we have a misconstrued idea of what love is, and it's not always the good feeling and it has to look all pretty. It's hard sometimes to love. It doesn't have to hurt, but it's hard. And I'm saying this because I don't, if somebody's in a relationship where it hurts, like somebody is hurting them, that them giving off themselves hurts. That's not what I want to say. And so it's hard. Loving can be hard, right? It's not self-seeking, so it's not gratifying what makes you feel good. It's exemplifying Christ and God and who he is to us, and so we must be that to everybody else. And so I would say always loving people, period, not loving because they're family. However, love can show up in different ways. One, I would say absolutely protect your peace because you don't want somebody's behavior and somebody's action to disrupt and alter who you be and what I mean and who you are, the legit you. And what I mean is, one time I was telling a friend of mine that somebody did something and now I want to do this and I don't want to do this. Like, they did something to me or they showed up in a certain way, and so now I want to show up this way or I don't want to show up this way. And the person said to me, yeah, Bisi, you're beginning to become like them and I don't want you to become like them. And so that's the same thing I would say, that you don't want somebody else's behavior to affect how you show up and the mandate of us just loving people, period. You protect your peace. And what that means is what? Yeah, we can have a conversation or two, but we just can't talk about certain things. Boundary. Or, for now, maybe not even have a conversation, or, hey, I'm gonna just check on this person, make sure they know that I'm here. So just check on them periodically, just for them to know that I'm here. And so you don't want to become the person. You want to always exude and reflect and radiate God's love and how God shows up for us, right? Love your neighbor as yourself. And the only way we can love others right is experience the love that God has for us and love on us that way and be able to love on other people that way. Also, inconsistent people know that sometimes it's not even about us, it's their own rooted issues that they have going on that they have to deal with. Sometimes some of them know, but they decide not to, do better. And some of them don't know, and so, listen, I have my thoughts about not knowing because we're in such an information crazed era where it's like, how can you not know? But the thing is, some people just don't know, and it's just about giving that grace and setting that bird free, and just meeting people at their level, that cup. And so think about even the things that you're also working through. I understand that sometimes as a particular relative or family member or the younger one or in a particular position, you expect somebody to show up a certain way. But the thing is, there are people too that have their own things going on. And as crazy as sometimes it may sound, they're people and they're human and they don't have everything together, and they sometimes know things but they don't know how to even work through that. So it's all that, and the purpose of Legit is for that very same thing, is for exposure into, hey, yeah, maybe let's talk about our triggers and let's talk about where this is coming from and our grandparents and how they spoke to us and how we were brought up and what we're exposed to and what we've experienced and what we believe to be true, but it's really going against who we are and how we're supposed to show up. And the unhealthy things that we have to unlearn in order for the real things and the revelation of what we have to learn and be to step into all of that. So it's a lot of things, and not everybody knows how to move through these things, and we don't know how to move through things. We're still moving through it. So long-winded answer short, love people, period, irrespective of if they're a family member or not, and recognize that people are just that first, people, before they're a family member, before they're a relative, before they hold any position, they are people and human too. And sometimes you just have to let that sit and just set them free. But don't let somebody else's behavior and how they show up affect how you be, who you are, and how you show up and how you love. And the best way to love is from a full overflowing cup, and that's from the love of God. And all of that is in the love letter that he gave us, which is the word. So thank you so much for this question. If anybody else has any question for me, please email info@thelegityou.com. And if anybody has any comments or has any tips or has any views and thoughts about this question, inconsistent family member and always loving them, please leave in the comments so we can also see different ways and perspective of how it can help the whole situation. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.